Okay, I'll move on to the next part. I was asked to give the pros and cons of working as a freelance commercial director and independent filmmaker. Okay, so as a commercial director, no, I started out. So right after college, I started to join a company, production company called Seabiscuit Films. Tapos there, I was an in-house director and editor. And being in-house, as opposed to being a freelancer, there's more security in being an in-house employee or director. Because there's a guarantee that you will have jobs even if you don't necessarily have to market yourself aggressively. You still can, but being in-house, sort of, you rely on their machinery to make you, to bring you out there, to sell you to other people, to clients, to agencies, so that you eventually find a job. Its pros are, one, I have control of my time. I like being in control of my own time. I don't like to always work, but when I do, I really work. So that's one. However, there's the difficulty of there's a new category involved where you have to market yourself. So it's a different thing altogether. So you're a director, but you're also a businessman. You're an entrepreneur. You're selling not a product, but yourself. You're selling what services you can offer to other people. I guess you can say that is a con because it takes some sort of time away from what you really want to do. But then I decided that as an independent filmmaker, it's important for me to do my own thing, whether that be on the business side or the creative side. Of course, when you're doing commercial work, you really don't have much say creatively. You do have say creatively, but there are limitations set for you, which I also enjoy. And honestly, to be honest, the commercial work, they pay much better. You don't, at least in my experience, I've only done music videos and a short film, and they were all not for profit. So my approach to that is really, it's really a passion project, and hopefully, once you build your reel for in terms of the passion project side, that's when you can eventually at least learn how to make it in the commercial aspect of independent filmmaking. Another pro and con. The con. One con that I dislike is I'm working alone a lot, which I don't like. I like working with other people. I like collaborating. I like bumping heads with people. But sometimes you're forced to be alone. And I guess it's a discipline on itself, especially for a director and when you're writing. The solitude can be sort of disciplining so that you can focus lang on your work instead of having to interact with just other people. And another pro, I think, is a pro is you get to work with a lot of different people. You're working alone more often, but the variety of people you work with is a lot. But it also means you have to work. So in the industry, networking is also part of the job. So you really have to be able to talk to people, just give ideas, hustle basically, and just interact with the industry so that eventually, if they like you and you introduce your work to them, there's more chances of you to get the job, and for them to support you into pitching a job.